Hello everyone, happy Friday. It is Friday the 7th of March 2025 and we are another Friday, another week gone. And thank you so much for joining me today. What's happened this week? So we've had celebration finished last Friday, as you know. So celebration started last Friday. I finished last Friday, sorry. And so now we're into March. We've actually got an event next week that we're praying will still continue to go ahead. If you haven't already heard, there's actually a cyclone off the coast of Brisbane, which is where we're meant to be having our conference, our Stampin' Up conference. So we shall see about that and see how things progress. So it's very much a waiting game at the moment. A friend of mine and I, we're driving up to the conference. So God willing, we can get through easily. Hi, Sam. How you going? There won't be, just praying for less damage than what they're predicting, I think, in my mind at the moment. So, yes, we will be hoping and praying for the best for everyone up there and everyone keeps safe as well. So, but what's happening at the moment with Stampin' Up? From the 20th of March, Stampin' Up are changing the way they do rewards for customers. And so at the moment, there's what's called a host code or a host. You can get host rewards when you spend over $250. But from the 20th of March, you will get product credits when you spend over $35, which is, I think, a much better offer because it'll be you can take that off your next order. So you'll have product credits that you can spend on your next order. So it's awesome. I think that's great. So I'm looking forward to that starting. That starts on the 20th. I think it's around the 20th of March. Pretty sure I've got that right. So looking forward to that as well. Not a lot else is happening. I've got a few events coming up. So I've got my Creative Escape on the 22nd of March. So if you'd like to come along to that, we'll be using the Wildflower Birthday Designer Series paper, and that's got some die cut elements and everything in it. And I've also got my Procrastinators Retreat, which I've got about 8 spots left for that, and that's in April, the 11th to the 14th of April. So I'd love to welcome you to that one too. And then I've got another Creative Escape. I think it's probably about the week after that, so it could be about the 21st or something. 20th of April maybe. And that's actually just a shoebox, so a card buffet. So you'll be able to come and just create cards as are available. And I'll be also starting up, I'm still in the planning stages of doing scrapbook classes. So I'm not a massive scrapbooker. I'm not that, I feel like I'm not really that talented with my scrapbooking. So I do take a lot of enjoyment out of creating pages that other people have designed for me. And so today I am actually using the Wildflower Celebrations Scrapbook Kit. So using similar paper to the Wildflower Birthday, but it's actually in a scrapbooking kit. So it's a workshop scrapbook kit. So we're going to be working with that today. So let me switch over to my camera. I've gone back to my old video mixer because I just was having too many issues with the previous one. So I thought, well, let's just go back to what we know. I'm only streaming to Facebook, not to YouTube. I will upload my videos to YouTube once they're done. And also obviously create my short videos that are really quick as well. But let's get on to seeing what we're creating today. So it's actually called the Wildflower Celebrations, but it actually says Wildflower Birthday. Anyway, that doesn't matter. If you've seen my videos before, you know that I actually these instructions show you all the different ways to cut the designer series paper or the cardstock. So it gives you all the directions on how to cut, and you always start with the scissors mark. That's the first cut in all of these kits. So let's start with number 1. Now behind me and sort of to my side, I've actually got I've got a couple of chairs, and I'm going to be placing all the pieces for 1, 2, and 3 on the 3 different chairs, or 2 chairs and 3 different chairs. So just so you know, that's what I'm doing. So let's start with the first one, and we're wanting 7 by 10.5. So we're going to cut it 7, and we want to make sure the cakes are facing upwards in portrait mode. So 7, just set that one aside and cut at 10.5. So that's going on pile number 1. We've got this piece here, which we're going to cut down to 5 1/4. By 1 1/4. And that's number 1. And then this one, we're cutting at 3. And at 10.5. And then we've got some leftover pieces. And that's going on number 1 as well. All right, so the next one is the same again. And so again, we just make sure that the paper is facing the correct way. And we're going to chop at 10 inches. And then chop at 1 1/4. And chopping this one at 9 3/4. And then at 5 inches. So 2 pieces the same. So this is for page number 3. So I'm putting this behind me. All right, so the next ones are these ones. And we want to make sure, so on the front, on this one, like on this one, you've got the cakes going upright, and so the stripes are the same. Whereas this one, I have no idea which way the paper's meant to go on that one. So you actually look at the orientation for something that's discernible. So the stripes on the back. So let's start with these ones. Let's start with this one. So the first cut is at 5 inches. And then 11 1/2. And then again 5 inches. And 11 1/2. And both of those are for number 2. And then this strip, we're looking at 1 1/4 inches. One 1/4 by 10 1/4. Oh, where am I? I lost it. Here we go. 26, around 26 centimeters. Okay. And so that one is for page number 1. All right, this one. So this one we're cutting at 3 3/4. And then again 3 3/4. There, page 2. And then this one, 1 1/4, and we'll chop it down to 5 inches. So 1 1/4 and 5 inches. That goes on to pile number 1. All right, so leftovers. All right, next page. So this one, I don't think it matters which way. So our first cut is 2 inches. It's easy when it doesn't matter. Oops. And 11 3/4 inches. And then 9 1/4. Nine 1/4 by 9. So this one's page 1. This one's page 2. And then this page. So our first cut is 2 inches again. Again, it doesn't make a difference which way we're cutting because the patterns are very much the same. 11 3/4. And then, oops, cut the other way. 5 inches. Lots of cutting involved with these kits, but once you've done the cutting, it's a lot of just assembling, so really quite quick. When I was trying to decide what I wanted to do, I thought if I'll see how time goes with getting this all together, and if I don't get very far, I'll do more. I'll do another video for next week because I'll be away, so I need to have a video anyway ready to go. So this one's cutting at 4 3/4 and then 9. And this is for page 1. Alright, so I've done all those ones. Over to the next one. And so we've got the peach pie. So our first cut, 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to go on from this side because it's just going to be a bit easier to cut it. So 3/4 and 3/4. Oops. How's the audio, Sam? And then I'm doing 1 1/4. One and a quarter. And so these two, I'm just going to bring back in. One's at 9 3/4. And the other one's at 10 inches. And these both are for number 1. Excellent. I like hearing that. Thank you. Now, this one then says to chop at 4 inches and 4 inches, but I'm actually going to rotate this and I'm going to chop it at 8 inches. So then I have a bigger piece left over, and then rotate back and chop at 4. I probably didn't need to do that, but so I've got 2 at 8 by 4 inches, and that's page 3. All right, so this one, so 4.5. Now, I bought this microphone off Amazon, much to my husband's frustration, maybe, because we sell microphones. And I bought just a little lapel microphone that I wouldn't normally buy, but I just went, oh, I just want something that hopefully will work well, and I figured it wasn't very expensive to try, so I did. It plugs into the back of my video mixer. Yeah, it plugs into the back of my video mixer, and it's just hooked onto my shirt. So, pretty happy with it, actually. 1 1/4 and 1 1/4. And we're doing 5 1/4. Oh, you know what I could do? I can just make that into 5. Don't know why they didn't do that. Okay, so these 2 are both for number 1 as well. All right, so the white willow, I actually did go ahead and I chopped down the white willow for the big pieces just to get them out of the way. They were very small cuts. This one we're chopping at 3 1/4. So we're making some squares. 3 1/4. I'm just going to move that across, and I'm going to go to this one, and this is going to be 4 1/4. And then this one's 4 1/4 as well. Got that. And then bring these pieces back again. And I'm working back on this first one again, so I'm back to 3 1/4. And then 4 1/4. And then 4 1/4. So there, hang on a second. There, that's number 2. And these 2 are number 3. All right, so then the 4 1/4, we're going to go to 3 1/4 for this piece. And that's page 1, 4 1/4, page 1, and 4 1/4 is page 1. And then this is the 4 1/4 piece that we originally cut. So we're chopping this one down to 3 1/4, 4 1/4, and 4 1/4. So the smaller piece is number 1. One of these pieces is number 1, and then that one's number 2. All right, almost. No waterfall sounds this week. Excellent. Not bad for a $22.50 microphone, eh? 6 1/2. 6 1/2 inches. We've got a bit of white willow left over. And then rotate to 4 1/4. And This is going to be 4 1/4. Keep that one out, and this one's going to be 6 1/4. Now, where is my quarter? Right there. Okay, so this one's 3 and this one's 2. 2, 3. This piece is what we have left over now. So we want 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And that's page 2. And this last one, yes, I think it is money well spent. $22.50. Bargain. And it was reduced too. All right, so that's page 3. That's page 2. And I already did those 2. All right, so now we're on to assembling. Trimmer away. And I'm just going to pull all these pieces. And I've got my little Ziploc bag that it all came in. So I'm going to pop these into there to keep them together. Oops. There we go. All right, so we have all our die cuts as well. So if we turn it over, you can actually see it's got all the different projects that's meant to go on. So you can pop them out as well. So project 1. 2. 3. So I'm just going to, it's just a bit of prep work. Once the prep work's done, you should be good to assemble. I was crafting with a friend yesterday, so I was doing my swaps for on stage for next week. I started doing them and my ink started running out, and so I think I did 20. I was planning on doing 48, but I've just done 20. If I get time, I might do some more, but at this point in time, I've done 20. Okay, project 2. All right, so that's all of them done. Flip over to this one, and so this one, there's actually extra elements that you can use on other projects. So I'm just going to pull out what we need. And so the other thing I've got is I've actually purchased some 12 by 12 plastic folders. So if I'm doing projects like this, I will put all the pieces for one of the double scrapbook layouts in one of them, so it keeps them together. And then, yeah, for other projects, so I just keep them together that way. Now that one, I have my scissors. Hang on a minute, I just need to grab my scissors. I don't think they're here. Just got to go over to my craft box. And the beauty of this microphone is you can pick me up and listen to me all the way over. and all the way back. Because these are swirls, I'm actually not going to pull them out of the dies, so I'm going to leave them in there so I can actually leave them with project 2. So we've got all of those elements left over. We'll put them down with the other pieces. And then we've got our sticker sheet. Now the sticker sheet doesn't actually give you numbers or anything on the back. So let's pop them with number 1. And that can go with number 2. And number 3. And so this is these are the little pockets that I've got. That means I can just pop them in there and they'll keep that whole project together ready for when I'm ready to put them together. And so because I'm not sure if I'm going to get them all done today, I thought I'll bring the pockets over so I've got them ready to go. Right. So my pages. So I've got another one for pages number 1. So this one. So we've got the lines, and they're actually going to go that way, the little scalloped lines. Now the one thing with the white willow that I chopped, the big pieces, they're actually not the same, it's not square. They're not square. So when I chopped them, I made sure that I actually marked which way was which, because I have gotten into trouble with one of my other pages where I forgot that one was shorter than the other. So this one, I believe it goes like that. So I think it's, yes, so 11.5 that way and 11 inches that way. So I need to make sure I keep the orientation correct. Otherwise, yeah, that's when it gets a bit fun. So the first page. So all of our elements. If I look at both pages together, oops, maybe I should look at the front. So we've got the big piece with the cakes on the second page. That's going to be on that one. The thinner strip is going to go on that one. And then that one's going to go on that page. This one's going to go on this page. And then the longer pieces seem to be going on the right. That one's going to go on there. That one's going to go on there. Okay, so that's what we've got. So they're those pieces. And then if we flip these ones all over, you've got that piece. That piece is going to go on that one. The cake's on this side. Now I've got 2 of these ones, so they both go on this side. And then we have our the mats, so the layers. So it's looking like that one's going to go there, that'll go there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I hope you understood what I just did then. So if I go back to page number 1, and I can set this one aside, and we want to just work on the white willow at the moment, ensuring that we are staying the same side, same way. So I'm going to just pop that there so I can remind myself. That can step out of the way. And so it's saying adhere 1A, which is the 1A, to the base. So it's actually telling me to adhere it straight away, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to lay that down first. I need my little set square. I've got a little ruler that I use to do pages, but I don't think I brought it over with me. So let's go with some seal. I'm not sure if I'm going to get through all 6 pages. I think it may just be these 2 to start with. And then my video for next week will be finishing off the other double layouts. So that one goes there. This one's going to layer over the top. Yep. Like that. So 1H. I see it here. No, sorry. So I need to do these strips. That's what we need to do. These are the next ones. So it's looking like that one. And they're looking like different colours. So which one's shorter? That one's shorter. It's going to be those 2. And then that one over the top of there. So making sure that I've actually got these in a pretty reasonable spot, because these strips I'm going to need to make sure I match up with the other page, because they're like banners going across all the pages. So something like that. I think that was meant to be a bit higher, but that's okay. And then we have our photo mat there, our photo mat there. It's always funny. I always turn it over. I don't know why. Just automatic. I just turn it over. And so then we have these 2 pieces. So just straight down. Yeah, I'm going to go that way. And then the cake there. And then our little embellishments. So there's sticker sheet. So you've got special day. So that is page number 1. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's almost page number 1. I just need to glue that down. Okay, so we're going this way. We just want to make sure we're sort of about half an inch. There we go. So that is page 1. Get rid of that one. So if we bring in the second one, so we're going to need to keep this one here because we want to make sure that the pieces will actually line up. So this one. So again, we've got that there. We're just going to use that one. Now that's not the right way. I can tell that already because that one is. I didn't know. Yeah, okay. So that's correct, isn't it? Yep. Okay. I thought I mucked up again. But that's the same. That's the same. All right, so we have our blue piece, which we're going to sort of try and line up as best we can. And then this piece will line up with that one. Okay, here goes. This is why I should have grabbed my my quilting square, my quilting rectangle. Okay, that's that one. And then line up there. I think it's quite centered, but it's fairly close. Fairly close. All right. And then the next one is the strips. So these ones we actually need to make into little banners. So I'm just going to create little banners on the ends. Hopefully I can get them all pretty much the same. There we go. There's the 4 banners. So this one first. So we line that back up again. And we're going to glue that one down there first. And then the short one needs to be in the dark. So that one. So we're going to do this one next. And this one. So once you've got all your pieces chopped, it is actually fairly quick to assemble these pages. And then last one. feel like they're slightly out. There we go. There we go. Let's glue that one down, I think, onto this paper. There we go. So then we have our squares and our rectangles. So line them back up again. I probably want to have them again in a similar location to the other page. Okay, probably about there. And this one is going to go about there. And there. I think that is it. There's no other sticker sheets or anything like that. No, that's it. There you go. So that is the 2 pages for the Wildflower Celebrations Kit, Scrapbooking Kit. So that's the first 2. I think I'm going to leave the other 2 to do a bit later for next week because, yeah, I think I'll do that. Because it's already 11:15. Would I do them all in one go? I possibly could. Okay, all right, I'll do them all. Okay, yep. Let's go. Sometimes, here we go, the pink. There's a lot more elements on this one. So we have 2 of these the same. So which one's which? So that's going to be up there. And this one's going to be straight across the bottom. All right. So talks about adhering 2A to the pretty in pink base and then 2G onto the pretty in pink base. So I'm going to do both at the same time to try and keep them even. So do I want the light one or the dark? I think I'm going to go dark. So let's do this one first. Fairly low. Fairly low, about 3/4 of an inch. Oops, wrong way. That way. So line this one up. There. Okay, so that's those ones. And then we have these 2 pieces, which are going to be both same space, same spot. Yep. So Yeah, that's overlapping. So let's overlap them. And again, overlap this one. On them back up. Like that. Now there's should be 2 of these strips, and they both have a banner on each end. I think. Hang on, do they? Yes, they do. They have a banner on each end, so let's do them at the same time. Am I going to get myself confused? More than likely. So I've got the strips, these 2 strips, which are going to go along there. So they're going to go straight across the top of the pink piece. And try and make it straight. I think I went down. And then we have this green piece. So line back up again. Now these 2, so we've got little swirly bits. These are ones I didn't pull out, so I'm actually just going to go put some seal straight across there and hope I can pull them out. Okay, so that's out. And then just pull the centers out too. Yep, they're getting all over my fingers. So just put that along there. I'll try and take these out first. That might work better. Alright, so there's all the little raindroppy things from the swirls. There we go. And glue that one down. Okay, so that was fairly quick and painless. Alright, so the next one is, looks like the photo mats. So I think it's going to be, I think it's that one. Is it that one? Looks like that one and that one. And then on this side, yes, there you go. It's that one and that one. So we want to stick down our balloons first. And our flowers. Which flower is it? Is it that one? Yes, it's that one. Oh, I think I want them over a bit more. So that's that one. This one here. Not that one yet, this one. There. And then this one is going to go, oh, I don't want that underneath. I don't want that on top, really. No, I think I'm going to stick it up there, not down the bottom. And then we have, oops. That one here, so stick that there. And then we've got the celebrate. I'm just going to go across the top. Okay, so that's, good morning, Elizabeth. How are you? So that's the second double page. So let's go for number 3. I know I'm a bit long today. So it's those two. Third one. And my iPad's dying as well, so much fun. All right, so we have this piece. So these aren't as identical. So let's glue that one straight down. And I want to go that way, I think. Yes, that way. And hope to judge it straight. I'm glad. And so these actually have a bit of a banner on this one. Does it have a banner on those ones? Yes. So we're going to try and do a bit of a banner on these two pieces. They're not straight, but they will do. And then what have we got? Are they all bannered? Yes, looks like all of these are banners. So let's do this one. Now you could be really, really precise, but I'm not going to be. So this is actually peach pie. It looks very yellow in the camera. This is actually peach pie. Okay. Let's see. Page 1, we need that one. And then I reckon we're going to use those two. And then that one is going to go on the other page, I think. So let's glue this one down. About there. And the dark. Oops, finished. Ah. All I need to slow me down. As always, get rid of all the goopies before you put the new one in. Oh, is this one going to muck me around today? Okay. He's going to muck me around, so let's go to some glue. So the dark one, I'm going to go over here. The light one. About there, I think. And we have our flowers. So got some flowers, blow out the candles, that's going to go here. That's going to go on the other page. We've got that one. I think that one. And that one is going to go up there. Okay. So there and there. And then must be another flower. Oh, there, the sticker sheet. Aha! I'd say it's sticker sheet. There we go. So that one goes down here, I think. Goes underneath. And then this one here. It's probably about there. And then we have our photo, which I need to make it less tacky. I'm going to stick it over the top, you know, because I don't have my photos, but I'm going to stick it over the top. And I think that's going to be a delivery for me. Yep. Of course it is. Hopefully he'll leave it there. And yep. You'll leave it there. So page number 1. Sorry, this is page number 3, 5 and 6 now. 5. And then love this. Done. Okay, and last page. Let's see which way this one's going. This one's going that way too. So we're going to glue this one down. Let's go about there. I want to go that, I think. Hang on. Just working out which one's which. That's the darker one. That's the darker one. So I want to go that one. Oh. Okay. I think I'm going to do this bit first. I think this is the darkest side. There. Yes. Okay. This is the two-tone cardstock. And so then you've got your birthday cake. A very big birthday cake. And then you've got your little photo here. So these are the photo mats. One there. One there. And then we've got a little tag. Good moving back. Right there. And then our birthday cake, our little cupcake. And we've got a place for journaling. And I think I am done. There you go. All right. Here we go. So these are the double pages for 5 and 6. And then we have 3 and 4. And then we have 1 and 2. So those are the Wildflower Celebration Designer Series, Wildflower Celebration Scrapbook Kit. That's what that is, the Scrapbook Kit. So that one is, I want to tell you how much it is, but do I know what that is? I do not know. Let me see. It is $63. $63. There are lots of pieces left over. So you've got all of those pieces all left over from that kit. So lots of pieces left over to make more things. Another scrapbook page fairly easily. Just add a piece of 12 by 12. So lots of cards, lots of projects you can make with this one. So let me get back to me. Hi. Yeah, so that is the Wildflower Celebrations Scrapbooking Kit, Scrapbook Workshop Kit. So if you want to purchase that, you can at my online store, shop.stampinwithsharon.com.au, and it will get shipped straight to your door. I would love to welcome you to any of my events. If you're in Sydney, it's a great time to actually, you can just pop in and come to one of my classes on the 22nd of March. I think it's the 20th of April. And I've also got my Creative Escape, which you'll need to, my Procrastinators Retreat, my retreat, you'll need to book in for. That's the 11th to the 14th. You need to book in for all of my classes because I need to order product. The 11th to the 14th is my Procrastinators Retreat. I've only got 8 spots left. So if you're coming, please let me know and I can book you in. And full payment is by the 31st of March. So if you can organise that and let me know you're coming along, that would be great. The details are on my Facebook page, so check them out. But thank you so much for joining me. It has been a bit longer today just because I was doing all of the kit. So the kit can be done in a bit over an hour. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. So it's good to know that that's how quickly I can actually get a kit done. So thank you so much for joining me. And yes, thinking of all those that are in Queensland, Northeast New South Wales, Southeast Queensland, where the cyclone is heading. Just keep safe. I hope you all keep safe and there's no lives lost, and just hoping and praying that there's a minimum of destruction by the cyclone. So yes, please keep safe, and I won't be here next week, but I will have a pre-record video for you ready to go. At least the hope is this. Yes, I will be in Brisbane. So look out for the pre-recorded one, and I will see you next time. Bye. That one.